You're watching Bet Republic TV with me, James Eastham and Steve Claridge. And next up we've got the game between Stoke City and Wigan Athletic. Well, Stoke lost 2-0 at Arsenal last weekend without really putting up any resistance. It seems to me, Steve, that ever since they got promoted, they have just relied on their home form to keep them out of trouble. And you know Tony Pulis quite well. That's probably not going to change, is it?
No. I mean, they have been better away from home. They picked up their performances have improved away from home. But yeah, I mean, obviously they're very, very strong at home because they can implement their game into the match far easier than they can away from home. We were always saying about, can Arsenal stop the long throw? Can they stop the ball into the box? They never got anywhere. I think Stoke had 2 throw-ins in the whole game when they managed to launch it. Apart from that, they never got. I don't think they got the ball. No. Now, Arsenal completely dominated. Which would be, and when Arsenal go to Stoke, it'll be a totally different game.
Yeah, it will.
So that's almost the psychology of playing home and away.
Yeah, it'd be like watching 2 different teams, really. Well, Stoke are 11-10 with William Hill to win the game. It's not actually a bad price. That odds against at home, given their record, which is fantastic. They've won 13 out of 20 home games since promotion against sides outside the Big Four. The problem, Steve, is Wigan, isn't it? I mean, we're still not 100% sure
complete enigma,
what we're going to get from Wigan when they turn up to games.
Yeah, complete enigma. I mean, all we can go on is their last away game, which they got beat
9-1
at Spurs. So, I mean, at home you would expect a reaction. They got that in the next game, but then they've got beaten by Birmingham. So, yeah, I mean, I think you've got to say that Stoke at 11-10 with the record they've got. But the question mark is how much damage is that? What happened last week with the Christmas party and James Beattie and the manager done to the shall we say the spirit of that side?
If there is a problem like that within the club and the press doesn't get to hear that much about it, I mean, how do the players feel about it? Do they find it funny? Do they worry about it?
No, I think something like that. I mean, that's Stoke sort of like thrive on that, almost that crazy gang sort of look about them, isn't it? And I think if something comes in and upsets that equilibrium, I'm not sure that's going to go down particularly well, because all of a sudden you're almost taking sides, aren't you? Which is the last thing they want to happen at Stoke.
Yeah. Putting all that in the mix, Steve, very briefly, we're tipping Stoke at 11-10 here. Would it be a strong bet for you, or a medium bet, or a low risk?
No, I think it's a medium bet. I think there's enough in it with their home form. But as I say, you're going to get one good performance from Wigan in 4. Well, let's just hope it's not this one.
That is always the risk. Well, as I say, our first tip is on Stoke to win the game. That's available with William Hill at 11-10. And our second bet, well, this is a risky bet as well. It's on both teams to score at a price of 19-20. Wigan's away games have had lots of goals in them, over 2.5 goals in 6 of the last 7. And they do score away from home against all but the big teams, so they'll fancy their chances. But as we've said, on both these bets, make sure you keep your stakes low.